This is YSN. You're listening.
It's the man YSN, and you're listening to YSN Radio. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. I know what time it is, man. You're rocking with the man YSN, and you're tuning into the episode of YSN Radio, the coolest podcast in the South. Got a very special guest on the line with me right now. This lady's been in the game for a minute. Started with a girl group, the Taylor Girlz. Now she done branched out on her own and is doing her own thing. Got a banger out right now called Bet You Won't, and she got Saucy Santana on the remix. It's going crazy right now. Got the one and only Miss Daysha Taylor on the line. How you doing?
Really good.
Good, good. You look great. You look
Thank
great.
you.
Are you in Atlanta, LA, New York? I see you,
I'm
big
in
city.
Chicago. I'm in Chicago right now on a radio press run.
Chicago. I love Chicago. Literally, like half of my family is out there. That's what's up. How you
Oh,
enjoying it out there?
yes, I love it. I done got me a little bit of Chicago food. I didn't seen the Lake Michigan. I'm in downtown. So yes, beautiful sight to see.
Absolutely. Have you been to Harold's or Sharks yet?
Nope, I just went to what is it called? The one that started with a P. Patello's.
Patello's, yeah. Oh yeah, Patello's is really good. You got to try some Harold's, Sharks, or Giordano's.
Yeah, they told me Harold's, but I didn't have time to stop.
Hey, you
I
got.
we're finna head to Indianapolis.
I feel you. I feel you, baby. Keep, just keep it on the list. So next time you
Yes.
go, you know where to stop. You know where to stop for
Okay.
sure. So boom. But let's talk about the man, the lady, Miss Daysha Taylor, man. Like I said, you got a lot going on right now. This record, Bet You Want, is going crazy. Got Santana on the remix. So like, talk about this song. How did this record come together?
I was in a studio and I wanted to remake the Nuck If You Buck record and do like a more millennial version of the song. So that's pretty much where Bet You Won't came from. I think I've done a pretty good job with giving that same bounce, that same vibe. Um, and yeah, I just wanted to give the millennials something like that, a long live record.
Absolutely, absolutely. Listening to it and watching the video, like, did somebody piss you off? What's this tea,
Nobody,
man?
no, nobody pissed me off. Nobody pissed me off.
Because I see it was like the scene in the video was like this bitch always talking shit and y'all gonna
Yeah,
whoop her
I
ass.
mean,
I was like,
I just mimic what goes on social media. You know, I'm on the limelight. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Twitch and Kick, and they talk a lot of shit.
of
So
course,
so I just wanted to mimic like trolls on the internet talking shit behind the screen. And the video was just letting somebody know like you're not untouchable, if that makes sense. Like I can find you if I want to find you. So that's
absolutely.
what the vibe gave for the video.
No, absolutely, absolutely for sure. And I think the trolls definitely need a wake up call sometimes because
Yeah.
they be getting off, especially with all this Love Island discourse.
Yes.
I don't know if you've been following along, but they've been getting off, man. So
Yes.
somebody needs to need to let
For
them know.
sure.
So boom, let's take it all the way back to the beginning. Like I said in the intro, you got your start way, way, way back with the Taylor Girls. A lot of viral moments, and that you and your sister were able to put together, man. So like when you look back at those days with the Taylor Girl era, and compared to Daysha Taylor sitting here today, what stands out as the biggest change?
Consistency. I think me and my sister back then, after we got our few hits up under our belts, we just kind of stopped being consistent. So I wanted to come back with more music, more vibes, more content, and just be consistent this round and see where that takes me.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it was like, was there a defining moment that made you realize that it was time to evolve?
Yeah, when we kind of just thought we would drop one record and then we wouldn't drop to the next year. I'm like, I can't keep doing. We're never gonna make it dropping one record a year. We got to I think we just got too comfortable at where we are in life, and I'm like, man, we got to do more. I got to do more. I got 3 kids now. At the time, I didn't have kids, so it didn't really matter. But
Mhm.
now I'm like, I want more. Yes, I'm getting money. Yes, I'm living my life. Yes, my kids are taken care of. But there's still another level that I want to see myself accomplish in my career.
No, absolutely, absolutely. I think especially in today's day and age, when people's attention spans are that of a
Yes,
squirrel, you kind of always have to stay in their face
yes,
and, at the top of the algorithm, to keep that momentum going, you know what I mean? And like you
right.
said, it takes a lot of consistency. So, like looking back to those days, you guys had a lot of viral moments and challenges, that y'all were responsible for. Like when you think about that era now, in today, where you are today, what emotions come to mind?
that we don't get the credit that we deserve for the impact that we did make back in 2016 when the dance songs and the challenges was a big thing. I think a lot of the people, we paved the way for a lot of artists and content creators today, but we don't get a lot of credit for that. And, that could be very frustrating sometimes when you put a lot of work in and contributed to a certain aspect in the music industry and they try to, push it up under the rug or act like, you ain't did nothing or, you're not valuable and what you've done thus far in the industry is not valuable.
Nah, facts. And we see that time and time again, especially with black creators, who
Yeah,
start these trends, whether it's the Stiller Man challenge or,
right,
like there's countless examples, and they just, like you said, get swept under the rug
right.
and buried in a sense, and not given the proper credit. So do you feel like with your revamp branching off and as a solo artist, you're kind of reclaiming your power that you feel like you may have not gotten, when you were supposed to get it?
Yes, I just want to show people that I can do it again. I did it once, I did it twice, I'm gonna do it a third time.
Absolutely, absolutely. So like within this reinvention that you're doing, like what's like the growing pains? Like what is part of the biggest challenges of this transition for you?
Just balancing motherhood and just balancing my career and everything that I pretty much got going on. Just learning how to balance everything. I think that's my biggest thing. But I do have a really promising team.
Absolutely, absolutely. Teamwork makes the dream work. Going into the music, is come a long way from the Taylor Girls. How has like your maturity helped your songwriting process and your creativity as a musician?
Um, it has helped my maturity a lot. Being able to live real life things, and then be able to sit and think and go to the studio and reflect on those things. It has helped a lot. Having kids, you get to see different things, you learn different things, you go through different trials and tribulations. So it's definitely contributed to my career in a big way.
Absolutely. So is like the vulnerability more intentional, or do you think it's something that's happened naturally since you've grown?
It's been really natural. It's been super natural because you go through things. You're able to sit and you think about how does this affect me? How can I change or grow from this situation?
No, absolutely, absolutely. And I feel like vulnerability is key in order to connect with the people the best as possible. You know what I mean? Because they want to know that you're a real person behind all the glitz and glams. You know what I mean? I feel like if they can relate to you and your story, that builds a stronger connection with you and the fan base.
Say that again.
So I feel like vulnerability is key, especially in music, because the people that are listening to you, well, if they see that you've been through similar situations that they have and experienced the same struggles, kind of helps them bond with you as a person rather than, from a surface level fan.
Yes, definitely, definitely. Yes, I agree.
No, absolutely. So what do you think is like the biggest creative risk that you've taken in the solo journey that you've been on?
Just being super duper vulnerable with my audience and kind of letting them in. I live stream a lot, so they're able to see my ups, my downs, my in betweens. They're able to really get a really good, real life, personal, unfiltered, unedited version of me. And
Hmm.
sometimes that can affect you mentally and just affect, how vulnerable you want to be with your support system, if that makes sense. So, I
Absolutely.
mean, I could say that just allowing them in my life all the time sometimes is a little bit overwhelming.
Oh yeah, for sure. I bet. I seen a clip from one of your live streams where I guess I don't know if you were like at a party or something, but someone in the background was like, again, when you tried to play your song, you went
Oh
off on
yeah,
her.
definitely.
Like, what was that about?
That's my little sister. We were
Oh.
we had went down to Miami and we were playing. We was on this little golf cart thing riding around the city of Fort Lauderdale, and you could play the run. We were just having fun, drinking, having a good time, and they were playing the song. And I'm like, we're campaigning, we're promoting, and
Mm,
if this song blows up, everybody's good. So why
right.
would you'll play someone else's song a million times? Why not play mine? I'm your sister.
No, absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
that was just a reality check right there. Like, hey,
Yeah.
get mine. Okay.
Right. You need to lock in. This is for us.
Yeah, exactly. This is not for just me, it's for the whole family.
No, for sure, for sure. So putting moments, having moments like that on Front Street, and like you said, being vulnerable on live stream as much as you are, is there a side to Daysha Taylor that fans haven't seen yet, or have they seen pretty much everything?
My life is pretty much on social media. So I don't think I pretty much hide too many things. They literally know just about everything,
Valid, valid,
if not
valid.
everything.
More than they need to know sometimes.
Yes, truly.
I feel that. I feel that. So like I feel like social media definitely can give fans a highlight reel, but giving them that deeper inside look can make them feel like that they know you personally. So have you ever had any experiences of like fans with a parasocial relationship? They feel like they know you, but you've never met them from a can of paint.
Yeah, they all do. They all do. But I love it because hold on, that gives them the um that's our connection, you know.
Hmm.
So even when they see me in person, they're like, they should, they talk to me like I'm their friend. So I like it to be like that.
That's nice. Because I never heard. I've always wondered like what's the other side of parasocial relationships are because you see like stan culture and everything like on Twitter and Instagram. Stan wars. So I've always wondered what it's like to be the person that's being stanned.
Yeah, for sure.
Again, I'm sure that's interesting, man. So we're halfway into 2026. This Bet You Won't record, is going crazy. So like, what's the rest of the year look like for Daysha Taylor?
I do have a EP, a 6 to 8 song EP that I am working on. So, I'm looking to drop that towards the end of the year. And yeah, it's gonna be called Back in That Mode, you know. So I'm giving us
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what's the meaning behind that title, Back in That Mode?
I just had my son about 7 months ago. So I just
Okay.
wanted to know people I'm done with the kids. I've been in my relationship for a long time. Me and my partner, we got an understanding.
Hmm.
And, I'm back in the studio. I'm back ready to work. I'm ready to get back to, what I've been doing.
Absolutely. Back in that mode. Back in that mode for sure. And what better way to, get the momentum going than with the Saucy Santana collab? Like, how did you end
Exactly.
up getting him on the song? Like, how did that connection happen?
Literally TikTok.
Hmm.
Thank God for TikTok. I met him on TikTok Live, and I asked him, if he had heard the song, and he was like, "Yeah, he liked it, the song." So from there, I was like, I kind of was very consistent with asking him, when you want to get on it, when you want to get on it, and he ended up sending me back the song within about 2 3 weeks of me asking, and I just took it from there.
Hell
It was
yeah.
really an easy collab, honestly,
Nah,
and very
facts.
genuine.
I feel like it helps more when they're a fan. They're already a fan of the song.
Yeah, and they like it. Yes, and that's what he told me. He's like, he's like, I don't get on songs that I don't genuinely like or wouldn't genuinely listen to.
Hmm.
So that right there was a big confirmation that I do have a hit song, and I want to make sure that I'm servicing it and doing everything that I can to make it, to make it a thing.
No, absolutely. So y'all gonna do a video or do any like content together?
I'm hoping so. I think, I just want to see more momentum behind it before we do a whole video so that it builds up the anticipation behind it.
Hmm.
With the radio stations and stuff starting to play it, I think that's going to help us out a lot. To start getting more creators and more people to start doing more dances and challenges on TikTok. So,
Absolutely. So like what was it like what's a bet you won't challenge look like? Like people whooping their ops or
I mean,
I'm playing, I'm playing, I'm playing.
well, right now I have an open verse bet you won't challenge out, and then
Hmm.
some people has made a few dance challenges and stuff, but I don't think any of them have stuck fully yet.
Right.
So we're just trying to wait around and see what kind of happens. But the bet you won't open verse challenge is out now. I'm giving away $1,000 for the first place winner with a music video for the verse. Second place 500, and then the third place will be 250.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Get your coins. Get your coins. Get in the booth.
Whoa.
And get your coins. I feel you. So like are there any other collaborations that you'd like to have or are manifesting at the moment that you see yourself
I
with in the
definitely
future?
want to get the chance to collaborate with Cardi B on a record. I feel like that would be great.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm pretty sure you guys can make it happen. Y'all pretty much live the same life, rappers with kids.
Yeah, for sure, for sure,
For
for sure.
sure. Lovely. So boom. In the future when people hear the name Daysha Taylor, like what do you want to come to mind immediately?
I want them to know that I'm a hustler, and I'm gonna get it by all means necessary. I'm multi-talented. I'm versatile. Um, that's pretty much what I want them to get from that.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. So in this stage of your life, like how do you define success?
By having multiple businesses and not just relying on one talent to get you to where you want to go. Sometimes it takes a few things to get you to where you're trying to go.
Hmm.
So
No, for sure. For sure. And I feel like you're showing that with the music, the content, the vlogs and everything. You definitely got it going on. And before we get out of here, if there's one message, that you want to leave to all your supporters, that have been rocking with you from day one to right now, and everyone who's just now getting introduced to you, all the new fans, what do you want them to know about you? What do you want them to hear?
I want them to know that, I'm coming. I'm definitely coming, and I'm not gonna stop until I get to where I'm trying to go. So everybody knows who Daysha Taylor is. I'm not gonna stop.
Absolutely, absolutely. You got to claim it.
Exactly.
You gotta claim it. You gotta claim it for sure, for sure. So boom. Why don't you let the people know where can they find you on social media? I'm pretty sure you got millions of followers, but if they're
Mhm.
not following you,
Right.
where can they find you? Where can they find your music? And what can some dates, for future projects or shows, let us know.
We haven't confirmed a date on the project yet, but we are working on it to get it out this year. But you guys can follow me on all social media platforms at Daysha Taylor. If you can't find it, you can go to Google and just type in DAYSHATAYLOR, and everything you want to know will come right up.
Boom, there it is, man. Well, Daysha, I appreciate your time today. Enjoy that Chicago life, man. Get you
Thank
some
you.
Harold's. That chicken is
Yes.
fire. I'm telling you,
Okay.
man.
Yes, I
I'm
gotta
telling
try
you.
it.
Be like,
Thank you
look,
so
YSN
much.
put me on.
Right.
For sure, for sure. Well, I appreciate your time again. And if you've been watching this entire time or listening this entire time, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you check out all of the episodes of YSN Radio anywhere you get your podcast from. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon. Check out the YouTube channel. The YK Nisi vlog is still going crazy, so make sure you check that out as well. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YSN Radio, ysnradio.com. Check out Daysha Taylor. She's going crazy. Bet you won't with Saucy Santana out on all platforms. It is a banger. And get on that verse challenge. Get in the booth and get you some coins. You already know what time
Okay.
it is. Daysha Taylor. You know what time it is, man. Tap in. It's the coolest podcast in the South. YSN Radio. Let's go.
Go get that bet you won't ASAP.